Thank you, Chair. PSI welcomes the agenda of the 150th International Labour Conference and welcomes the Director General's report addressing the most critical issues in front of us. Millions of refugees are fleeing conflicts, persecution, natural disasters, and hunger. The European Union has been unable to receive and decently host 1 million refugees, outsourcing to third countries, not always democratic, its legal and moral responsibility to ensure protection to and respect the fundamental human rights of these people, in majority women and children. At the same time, the developing countries are hosting the 86% of the 19 million refugees sensed at the end of 2014. While cooperation with Middle East and Northern African countries is essential, we are worried about the derogation of fundamental human rights it often entails. Turkey, Egypt, Algeria are only few of the countries where the emergency situation is used to harass, repress, intimidate, imprison, and even kill political opponents and civil society and unions activists as well. This is unacceptable, and the consequences are unpredictable and can add uncertainty to our future. A right-based approach that includes access to decent work, health care, and education for all is the response that can build a prosperous future and that the ILO can contribute effectively. The ILO proposal to revise Recommendation 71 is the right way to address the problem and to broaden and update its scope. The draft conclusion offers an holistic approach that can be adapted to all situations. Once again, the obstacle to reach a fair agreement lies on the decision of some member states and employers to no longer set standards. The three ILO constituencies have always had constructive approach, where decisions are agreed and taken by consensus and never imposed unilaterally. ILO was funded to build, not to destroy it. Standard setting is also key to reduce the threat to the government's authority and to the social cohesion that are undermined by trade treaties negotiated in secret to benefit the few in detriment of the 99%. Technology has the potential to improve the quality of life of millions of people, but a future that relies only on technology has no future. If robots and machines are cheaper than workers, and they certainly will not go on strike or claim for better working conditions, they will never buy mobile phones, cars, and new spring-summer collection. They will not buy food or eat in fast food. Let's use technology to alleviate working conditions for humans and let workers have a better life. Again, the ILO can play a great role. PSI welcomes the news that the draft ISO 45001 has been rejected by ISO members' organization. Now it is time for the ILO to create a new international standards on occupational health and safety management system with its tripartite constituents to prevent the deaths of thousands of workers every year. Decent work is at the very heart of the 2030 agenda. Without living wages for all, there cannot be end to poverty. The ILO must be on the forefront to advocate for all aspects of decent work and a stronger role for social partners in the implementation of sustainable development goals. Privatization is not compatible with the 2030 agenda, and PPPs have shown to fail. We want unconditional criteria to ensure that private sector intervention is in line with the public interest, especially where public resources are used to support the private sector. Three conditions are crucial to ensure decent work in the global supply chain. The primary social responsibility of companies to pay their fair share to the community where they create their profit. Binding clauses instead of voluntary due diligence to ensure transparency of public procurement mechanism and an integrated fight against corruption both in the public and in the private realms with the effective protection of whistleblowers. Corporates can create added value only when regulated by strong democratic institutions. Let's work together for an inclusive, sustainable development. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.